I roll a 3, I'm going. I gotta get out of here if I roll a 4. Definitely going where I said I was gonna do. Now when I said I was gonna roll a 3, I'm going. You know where I said I'm gonna go to? Going to Lowe's. And that's what I said before I said it to you. Inside my mind, out loud. So a lot of things we say, we don't say it out loud. DJ Hi, and you started up. How great is that, man? Hey, I'm Fish. Thank you very much for joining me. I got some stuff on my bike, but I got a bag and all, and I'm going to have the sun in my eyes to where I need to get to Lowe's. What am I going to go get at Lowe's? And I'm going right now, but you want to know what I rolled on that second dice roll. I need to get indoor potting mix, paint roller, which I could carry on the car, in the house. I could carry on a bike, I was going to say. See, like I said, some of the things we say, we don't say it out loud. We say it from the inside. We can't get it out right. And I got to get palettes. So what they called little cards, paint, so I can see what color I like. And Benjamin Moore, but not their color. Oh man, I'm already puffed out. The wind is kicking. I think I'm gonna, go later and take the car instead, or take the scooter. But I'll go later, not now. I'm just gonna enjoy my morning exercise. I don't want to be pooped out all day if I gotta go that long distance. My seats are wet. There were some real bad storms and they were right overhead, man, and they were clapping so loud. Everybody was jumping. That's how bad they were. Now, yeah, I did a shot with the DJI a while ago, and I showed a modification, and it's good for a Sony ZV-1, a Sony ZV-1F, a Sony ZV-1 Mark II, and they could be done on any of those cameras. Very simple to do. And I'm going to show that video again. I'm going to show how I'm going to take it off and how the rubber cement shouldn't damage the camera and be able to put it back on. Maybe I'll do it, but if I got it done right the first time, why mess up the second one? Sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy. 24/7, not 365. These sprinklers go, and the water should probably be recycled back in to come back out. How do we know that? Do we see documents about things like so? There is a timer. Press the timer, it goes on. Fix the timer, have a timer. We don't know. Man, I got totally distracted what I was going to say to you. Oh yeah. I still know what I'm going to say. I have it there, but I won't say it now. I got a V10. Yeah, Steve WB. Why would I not want to get a V10? Oh, yeah, the V10, that is the actual Canon PowerShot V10. No way in hell would I want something like that. A camera that looks like a tactic tree mount camera, miniaturized, that stands up in a portrait type of style, and it has a built-in kickstand that kicks out, that chances are will get caught and break. Even though Canon, I like the PowerShot Elfie and Elfie 2 back in 97, was it? No, back in 2001, September, when I went to Alaska, and I'm cruising around, and we went to the Seward Glacier Bay. I finished taking photos, and I put a new roll of film in. Well, what's film? Nobody uses film anymore. And I put the film in and went to take a picture, The sucker jammed. I had to go run and get my disposable, and they worked the best, man. So I sat down and I got myself a jewel screwdriver, took that camera apart. Oh yeah, I got it out, the film. It was jammed lock solid. Even though there's a reset button to free it, it wouldn't free. And that was Canon. It did not put a sour taste or do things like that, give me a negative taste on it. It just happened to be that way. Canon is like Sony. They give out their cameras and they put a sample on it. Well, they should. They should put a sticker right on that Sony, right on any camera that is given out that has to be returned. Demonstration purposes only. Yeah, so this person went in the water, salt water, and they didn't get sound of the camera. I'm not going to preach to anybody again about the sound. DJI Action 3's speaker. If you press on it or if you hold it like the GoPro, GoPro is the worst. You lose the sound. With the DJI here, it has a membrane. You have to rinse the camera off. Put a drop of water in it. It ain't going to work until you get that water out. And the person had salt, and that salt dried up. They said, oh, I reset the camera. Factory reset. It came back to normal. Everything else worked, including the black screen. You don't have to convince us, buddy. If you had that issue, you would have filmed it, showed everybody, and then talked about it. And that's what I do. If I get an issue, I show people. I grab a camera, I show and tell. I don't talk about it and try to get a resolution on something that general maintenance. Hey, I'm Fish. How's everybody doing? How you enjoying the vlogs? How you enjoying everything else I'm showing you? Any comments? Post down below. If you show a like, share a love, subscribe. It'll all be up to you. I want to move on forward. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do right now. Get on the bike path and start going. And I got obstacles in my way. I got another 6 poles that I got to make it through. Oh yeah, I got my hands off the wheel. You heard that. And that is all the natural sounds of the DJI Osmo Action 3. When I hold my camera, I'm sure I wasn't on the back screen to stop the 3-second, 2-second hibernation standby. And sometimes it just, stays on. What gives with that DJI? Is there something that maybe I have to clean the camera thoroughly, do a general maintenance on? The DJI is excellent for daytimes. Once that light starts to go down, or you're in a low light situation, you even put a light on it, use another camera. Yeah, there goes the scooter. Came up, couldn't hear him, saw him go by. No horn, no beep, no nothing. That's what we do. What was I saying when, the person went by? Yeah, the Action 3 is not great for, low light. Even the GoPro. And people are realizing it, and they're saying, hey, how can I get the shots that I had before? Well, I remember using my Mobius action camera as an HD 1080p camera, and when I lost the quality of the lens, I had to go buy a new one for a couple of dollars. And when I replaced it, oh man, that picture was crisp and clean. It's not the same thing, Fish. We're talking about low level, having jitters, having a grain introduced to the camera, just being so loss of quality. Even with the light shining on the actual object close by, it's still a loss of quality. Like in the iPhone or any smartphone, and like in any camera, that there's an adjustment that the computer senses and brightens and lowers things, and you see the IS going up and down and all this good stuff, and the shutter speed and opening and closing the aperture that we don't have any control of some of the things. Go far. Think I'll make it? there and back, or I have to pedal back manually. I said I am going. And on that last video, did you understand what my second roll was? Did you still get it? I'll give you not a third chance. It was number 2. So I rolled a 3, then I rolled a 2, and that's why I said second. The scooter says I did a mile. I'm almost like 2. I got enough to go back home, and I'm just about there. I did what I had to do, got what I got. I just didn't get insect spray because there was like another 8 gallons on, and that was like another 8. Did what I did, got what I got. Didn't want to get 8 pounds of 1 gallon can of insect spray. I'll come back next time when I get my propane. I like the hook down there. It kind of like, just throws me off a little balance, but I'm able to get where I need to go with some packages. Oh man, I'm on 1 bar. I gotta get home. 1 bar is chancing it, especially when I gotta go 4 miles. So, my gig user, I gotta go charge my unit up, and it's not a sunny day. And we're gonna try our best to use our power source way after it rests. Oh, I'm pushing it. I'm like trying to get home. Yes, indeed, man. I'm almost there. I'll make it. I'll really make it. 4 bars? 20-mile range? I don't think so. 4 bars, maybe on low. You know.